Lois caresses Superman's face, and they share a desperate look.
I love you.
They watch bolts of electricity surge around Doomsday.
No. No, Clark, you can't.
This is my world.
No, Clark, don't.
You are my world.
No. Please. Clark!
Superman takes flight, picking up the fallen kryptonite spear. A glowing gold lasso ensnares Doomsday, pinning his arms at his sides. Wonder Woman pulls hard on it, using a cement block for leverage to keep him restrained. A projectile hits him in the head and bursts into green smoke, causing the fiery light in his eyes to go out. Turning, he sees Batman behind a wall with his gun raised. The Caped Crusader lowers the weapon. Superman flies in, holding the kryptonite spearhead far out in front of him. He follows the long lasso rope straight towards Doomsday and sinks the weapon dead center in his chest. Wonder Woman loses her footing as the supervillain pulls free. Grabbing Superman in his meaty left hand, he spears him through the S on his chest with the long bony spike of his right stump. The Man of Steel grabs hold of it. Gritting his teeth, Superman adjusts his grip to another bony protrusion farther up Doomsday's forearm and uses all his might to press his other arm forward. The mutant's torso glows green as the kryptonite spear skewers all the way through him and protrudes from his back. Orange and green energy beams out from Doomsday's head and torso, then extinguishes as he falls dead. His arm rolls out at his side, still clutching Superman loosely in his meaty, clawed hand. The Man of Steel lies frozen in a lifeless stare as wisps of ash and smoke breeze by. Batman strides around Doomsday's stony legs and pauses a few feet away from his fallen comrade before continuing onward. He crouches over Superman's face, while Wonder Woman approaches from the other side at the base of a boulder. Lois strides through the rubble at a brisk clip, then stops short. Wonder Woman looks back at her and purses her lips sadly. Lois's shoulders heave with mournful breaths. Batman folds Superman's arms across his chest. Wrapping him in his red cape, he gently lowers the body down the face of the boulder to Lois and Wonder Woman below. The Amazonian takes him in her arms, his S emblem bearing a large puncture wound. With Lois's help, she reverently lays his body on the ground. His head lolls peacefully to one side as his upper torso is propped up on his lover's lap. Lois's face seizes in grief. She lovingly caresses Superman's smooth jawline, then withdraws her hand. A curl of his dark hair rustles gently on his forehead. Her face simpering with a mournful smile, Lois leans down and kisses his cheek. Her teary eyes look up at Wonder Woman, who sadly turns her gaze away. Lois returns her focus to Superman for a few moments, then squeezes her eyes shut and plants another kiss on his cheek. She buries her head on his face. Batman emerges from a twisted tunnel of debris with apocalyptic fires raging behind his back and plumes of smoke blanketing the air. He and Wonder Woman stand respectfully off to the sides, watching Lois grieve over her dead lover. The Amazonian warrior lifts her head to the sky. Nearby, flames lick at a pair of warped poles with cross-shaped beams that protrude ominously from the carnage as the gloomy image fades to black.